from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
Debate about a planned wedding venue in Varina along the James River, and COVID-19 cases rise to all-time highs in Henrico, but there may be a good explanation. We'll have details about those stories and more coming up on today's Henrico News Minute. It's Monday, November 23rd, 2020, and it's brought to you today by Henrico Area Mental Health and Commonwealth Catholic Charities.
And now for the news.
Well, there's some debate brewing in Varina about a proposed wedding and events venue along the James River. Jocelyn Sen, who owns the Richmond-based printing company Popmount, is proposing a bed and breakfast style venue on about 16.5 acres at Osborne Turnpike and Battery Hill Drive. It would be the first such venue in Varina and just the third in the county. There's a community meeting planned about the proposal tonight, beginning at 6 p.m. at the Dory Park Recreation Center. You may also participate online by visiting tinyurl.com/Varina venue. You do need to register in advance. The property is zoned R2A for residential usage. Sen says she's seeking not to rezone the land, but simply to acquire a provisional use permit for it that would allow her to host as many as 60 events annually at one of 6 venues featured at the site. Those include indoor and outdoor venues at a renovated farmhouse, outdoor space at Civil War Earthworks and 2 separate riverfront spots, and at a natural habitat area. The venues would have maximum capacities between 50 and 250 guests apiece, according to her proposal. A Cape Cod-style home on the site also would be available as a bed and breakfast. Now, county planners earlier this month recommended a deferral of her request, which was scheduled to be heard then by the Henrico Planning Commission. They ended up deferring it to December 10th in order for her to provide more details about specific plans and to address concerns of neighbors who are worried about traffic, the proximity of the venues to their properties, possible noise, and other issues. Many of those will be discussed at tonight's meeting. On her website, thevirginiainn.com, Sen says that she has assembled the 4-parcel site in phases since the early 1990s, clearing land, renovating buildings, and preparing it for its ultimate use as an event venue. She lives there herself and says her plans are designed to provide a unique place for events and to invite people into Varina while remaining a, quote, good and respectful neighbor while generating revenue and job opportunities, end quote. Opponents of her proposal created the website don'tvenuevarina.com to express in detail why they are opposed to the plans. They say they'd support a similar concept at a different Varina site, one that had more acreage and that, quote, would not have events and roads just feet from people's bedroom windows, end quote, or affect the privacy of neighbors. You can read more about this proposal on henricocitizen.com by clicking government. We've also got a link to tonight's meeting and to a county planning staff report about the proposal. The average number of new daily cases of COVID-19 reported in Henrico County during the past week is now up to 80. It's nearly doubled in just about a week's time. 79 new cases were reported on each of the 2 days this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, although only 5 new hospitalizations were reported during the weekend. Henrico continues to average about 3 new hospitalizations each day during the past week. No new deaths related to the virus have been reported in the county in several days. The rising case count appears to be related to an increase in testing. More than 1,350 tests a day were conducted on average between November 13th and 19th. That was an increase of about 400 or 500 from just a week earlier. The county's overall 7-day positivity percentage also has dropped slightly, down to 5.2%, which illustrates the increase in testing.
Every 12 minutes, a Virginian dies from an opioid overdose.
Every 12 minutes.
Opioid overdoses are on the increase in Henrico. Yes, the opioid epidemic is still impacting residents in Henrico.
But you can help.
To find out what you can do, Go to bouncebackhc.com.
That's bouncebackhc.com. Knowledge is power, including learning about naloxone. That's naloxone, which can temporarily reverse the toxic effects of an opioid or heroin overdose.
Get informed, get help, save a life.
Go to bouncebackhc.com. That's bouncebackhc.com.
To equip yourself with the knowledge to help our residents and the community of Henrico County against the opioid epidemic.
Knowing what to do will allow you to be prepared to save a life. Go to bouncebackhc.com today.
That's bouncebackhc.com or call 804-727-8515.
That's 804-727-8515. Directly for substance abuse services.
This message is sponsored by Henrico Area CSB Prevention Services.
A local mother and her family will have a new home of their own thanks to the Richmond Metropolitan Habitat for Humanity and the Wells Fargo Foundation. The foundation awarded Habitat a $15,000 grant to build an affordable home in Highland Springs for Bianca Robinson and her family. It's part of the foundation's $8.1 million donation to Habitat for Humanity International that's being used to build, renovate, and repair more than 350 affordable homes nationwide. As part of her pre-purchase program requirements, Robinson completed 10 financial and home ownership education classes, along with monthly one-on-one budgeting sessions and 350 hours of sweat equity helping to build her home and those of other future homeowners. When asked what owning her own home will mean to her and her 3 children, Robinson said, quote, "More space, our own privacy, a place to call ours, stability," end quote. The Wells Fargo Foundation has committed $1 billion to create more housing affordability solutions by 2025. Well, Henrico County is planning a new way to watch an old favorite movie this holiday season. The county will host 2 drive-in showings of The Polar Express, one happening December 11th at Dory Park in Varina and the other December 18th at Crump Park in Glen Allen. Both will begin at 7 p.m. with gates opening at 6 p.m. The county's calling it an immersive drive-in experience that will bring elements of the movie to life just outside your car. Registration is required. It's open as of this morning at 8 a.m. at henrico.us/rec/registration. The event will feature pyrotechnics as well as flashing lights and loud sounds, according to the county. Today's Henrico News Minute has been brought to you by Commonwealth Catholic Charities. Change the world for a teen who needs you. Become a foster parent. Learn about Commonwealth Catholic Charities' International Foster Care Program today. Call 804-545-5949 or visit cccofva.org to learn more.